video has been sponsored by Honey. In this video, me and my two songwriter friends are gonna be writing songs that will never get old. Are you guys confident?
Well, I've lost 3 times now. Statistically, there might be a chance that it's my turn.
That's not how it works. August.
Well, I'm in a contest with the two of you, so yeah, I am pretty confident.
Now let's get started. Okay, guys, on the day we're actually starting this challenge, I had surgery on my back.
You're in safe hands.
And of course, I'm in unfathomable pain. I'm tired because I'm healing this massive wound, and I got started late because of the 5-hour drive from the doctor's office. So yeah, if I lose, not my fault. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get some lyrical concepts down, maybe do some research.
I've been asked to write a custom song for a friend's wedding. An absolute honor. But having lost every single songwriting challenge so far, my confidence is shattered. I need a win, guys. Luckily for me, I found this random YouTuber who made a video on the exact topic of today's challenge. If I can extract enough juicy clues about what makes a song never get old, maybe I can win this challenge and regain my songwriting confidence.
I'm in the Caribbean,
Look at this view.
and I'm gonna write a song that will never get old. This will never get old.
Yesterday, on the way home from the beach, I asked Larissa, the light of my life, what makes a song timeless to her.
Timeless music would generally be acoustic.
I have this.
Software instruments, it is.
Here are the 30 most timeless songs of all time according to Spotify users. Sweet Child of Mine makes sense. Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. This is all rock songs. The most timeless song on Spotify was Lose Yourself by Eminem. The rest was a lot of rock music. But I wouldn't say that rock music is timeless necessarily. It's just that the people listening to rock don't care about time.
So according to that video, these things make a song never get old. Unfortunately, I'm not iconic, I can't do interesting or fun chords, and I'm not planning to kick the bucket anytime soon. Maybe I can't do this. But I can cook lunch. So I fried some peppers, spread some gooey stuff on puff pastry, put it in the oven, did absolutely nothing for 20 minutes, took it out of the oven, and decided I'd rather have some Dominoes, because that looked way tastier.
I found a really edgy topic that I think is super timeless that I want to write about. It's love.
To channel my inner in-love teenager, I decided to lean back in an armchair, look miserable, and act like the world is against me. Then inspiration hit.
No one else is.
I slapped out some piano and tried out my melody.
So what I've decided to do is to focus on melody and lyrics and try to make the other stuff kind of timelessly generic, kind of use maybe piano, guitar, that sort of thing that people have been using for many years.
After lunch, I had 2 different ideas that I showed my girlfriend Bianca.
So the idea with this one was to go with a powerful statement or a famous quote. So I found a quote that says it's better to have lost love than to never have loved at all.
The thing that you said, it's better to have lost love than to never have loved it all.
Second idea.
My second idea didn't have a clear lyrical thing, it was just something I was vibing with.
I prefer the second one, but I think that the first one was more kind of timeless.
Alright, I know which song to proceed with, let's go to work.
At this point, I had written the lyrics as well, and I was feeling as confident as this iguana that I met in the garden.
That means it's agitated.
I've ditched my previous fantasies and dreams. They've all gone obsolete since you are in my head on repeat.
Okay, so I started writing a verse. The theme I ended up going for is about love, because love is timeless. After writing lyrics for about an hour, I had 8 lines. And it's about a guy who has trust issues because someone really hurt him bad in a previous relationship, so he finds himself unable to enter a relationship with a new person. Can I get a G note?
Remember, my songwriting confidence level right now is way down here. So even though I agree with Bianca that idea 1 was better, I was doubting myself whether I could make that idea work with the short time I had left. And ultimately, I decided to go with idea 2 instead, as it seemed easier to me.
I remember you forever.
As long as I commit and don't change my mind, it will be okay.
To make sure I was on the right track, I sent the song over to Larissa, who at the time was enjoying a lovely day at the beach.
Right now, I think it's timeless cheese.
Timeless cheese, people.
I ended up going with the singing lesson song route because I feel like songs that people sing in singing lessons generally have great melodies, great lyrics that are timeless. Just for a moment, I felt again. What is that sound? Chance, what are you doing?
Go away!
Cream all over your face.
Look,
All this talk of things never getting old got me thinking that I want to look like a fresh-faced baby boy forever. So I went out and I bought this anti-aging cream from some guy, but so far all it's done is make me feel like my face is covered in bee stings.
What do you mean you bought the cream from some guy?
I don't know, it was some guy selling it out of his trunk.
How many times have I told you not to trust the trunk creams? Also, you look fine, you're young, you don't need anti-aging creams. Some people get better with age.
Like Elton John.
Exactly like Elton John. So why don't you just take that cream and throw it away already? You don't need it.
You're right. I don't need this stuff.
Good boy.
You know, Joel, you're well on your way to becoming a pretty wise old man. Hey, I think I see some wrinkles coming in already. Excuse me.
So, you know how I said as long as I commit, I would be fine? Yeah, that didn't happen.
So annoyed at myself, I picked an idea and I went straight in there. And then I started playing around with the other idea that I didn't pick. Even though I think it's more of a challenge for me to finish it, I'm gonna go with the idea that I keep coming back to.
Basically, I should have listened to Bianca all along because she knows best.
There was obviously some more stuff to be done. Larissa's parents gave me these tips on instruments to use to achieve that timeless feel.
Flute. In the Bible, which is a very old book, they're talking about stringed instruments and trumpets.
But what about the flute?
There's flutes in there.
What about a tambourine? Tambourine has been through the ages.
Okay, I promise you that I will use flute and tambourine in the song.
Something I decided to try out because I didn't want to add too many synths and stuff to fill out the space. Ended up automating, which is basically turning on and off and kind of changing the volume of a bunch of different reverbs and delays. I also decided not to do a bunch of vocal layering. It's something I always do in my songs because I love a lot of vocals. I feel like the way you do vocal layering is definitely gonna put it in a certain time frame. So instead, it's more like one guy singing his heart out. No, I can't believe I will have to leave. Okay, so I've been working on my song for a few hours now, and I'm getting pretty tired.
A piping hot cup of bean juice for my talented little piggy.
Thank you so much, Chance. Chance has been helping me out the house recently, just to make my life a little bit easier. He's almost as helpful as today's sponsor, Honey, America's #1 shopping tool.
I'll never be as good as Honey.
Yeah, no one is as good as Honey, but Chance has been a great help with making sure I wake up on time.
Wakey, wakey! Come on! Come on, little boy!
And taking care of the laundry. He makes my life easier in the real world, while Honey does the same thing for me when shopping online. Honey automatically searches for coupons and promo codes so you don't have to. They're like a magnificent digital eagle, searching the landscape for the best deals. It's super easy, free to use, and who doesn't love saving money? Just today, Honey found a coupon for me when I was looking for a new pair of dancing pants. Pants make the dancer. To add Honey to your computer and support this channel, head on over to joinhoney.com/roomie.
Dinner time! I made my world famous meat and cereal soup.
I would rather eat my favorite hat than whatever that is.
Fine, more for me then. Good luck writing your stupid little song on an empty stomach.
It's not a stupid song. It's a great song. I'll show you, Dad. Chance, I'll show you.
While I've been working on my song all day, Bianca's had really severe stomach pains. At this point, the pain has become really severe, and after calling the doctors, they think she might have appendicitis, and they want her to come in. No one else is home to drive her, and she's in too much pain to drive herself. Do I A, tell her to suck it up to maximize my chance to win and to regain my songwriting confidence? Or B, drive her to the hospital, potentially take an L for this challenge, but strengthen her trust in me as a partner? Ooh. Tough.
My promise to Larissa's parents,
I will use flute and tambourine,
became vital for my success, both in music and love.
Oh, speak again, bright angel.
No, I will not, because my family doesn't approve of thou, because you didn't use the stinking flute!
Jonas has been complaining that my songs have been over 1 minute. It's not like they're supposed to be around 1 minute.
but
Today I thought I'd be like, okay, I'll be under 1 minute. And then I'm gonna critique him very harshly if he's over a minute.
Surprise, surprise, I chose not to be a horrible person and drove Bianca to the hospital. Sure, I lost a bit of time, but honestly, spending that time with Bianca in the car was a welcome break after being stuck on the lyrics for a long time. Besides, it went a lot quicker than I thought, so I was soon back up and running.
I have the tambourine. It goes like this. The flute, I struggled with, but I had to use the flute in order to not endanger my relationship. I decided to run the flute through a guitar amp and some pedals, and then let it play some drony thing in the background.
Yeah! Okay, I finally finished the song, and despite all my setbacks, I'm happy with it. Even if I don't win, I already feel more confident about writing a song for my friend's wedding.
And then it was finally time for the reveal. Okay guys, how'd it go?
I'm not happy with my production.
I'm not happy with your production either.
Today's judge is Austin from Make Pop Music.
Hey, thanks for having me. My name is Austin Hull. I am a producer out of Orlando, Florida, and I own and operate the company Make Pop Music.
I watch Austin all the time.
I'm a member of the Facebook group.
I watched him today.
Okay, who wants to start?
I can start this time. So I wanted to keep it pretty guitar-based, to not have it be too locked into a certain era, to make it feel more timeless. I had an idea where I googled like famous quotes. One that stuck out to me was, "It's better to have lost love than to not have loved at all." And I built it around that.
I remember what you wore the first time I saw you. We had never met before. We just connected. I don't know how it happened. I just know you felt trapped and couldn't remember why you cared. Why did you lie when you said let's be together? I thought you meant forever. You just left. I gave you my heart and threw it on the ground. I locked it up so you couldn't be found. But then I remember you used to say it's better to have lost than to never have loved at all. To never have loved at all. It's better to have lost than to never have loved at all.
That's great, man.
Nice.
That's great. Okay, Austin.
The chorus definitely dynamically feels like the biggest part of the song.
I gave you my heart and threw it on the ground.
Really, really good job on making that chorus really open up. And then I also really love how you kind of pull everything back in that last line, and then you kind of extend that chorus so everything just feels new and refreshing.
To never have loved at all.
However, I would have liked to hear some snaps or like a clap pattern in the second half of that chorus just to drive it a little bit more rhythmically. Overall, amazing job.
Thank you.
So August's song next then.
I decided that I wanted to write with a very like edgy topic, so I chose love.
Wow.
Oh.
That's so outside the box.
I've ditched my previous fantasies and dreams. They've all gone obsolete, since you are in my head on repeat. I've kicked my need for white marble and gold, open plan or closed. Wherever you will be is my home. Spent a long time alone, waiting for you to finally show. Suddenly you were before my eyes. You appeared without a warning, said the words that nearly floored me. You will say I'm daft out of my mind, but I couldn't be more truthful. Since we met, I know there's no one else but you.
Woo! Very nice. So let's hear Austin's verdict.
Great job on that. I really love how the dynamics kind of open up that chorus as well, and then you have some kind of lush pads that come in. Suddenly you were before my eyes. I'm a big fan of every section of the song kind of having a new element. Also, I really like the structure of the song. It kind of has these different compartmentalized, you know, verses, choruses, kind of pre-chorus, and I feel like that's huge to kind of keep listeners' attention throughout the whole thing. However, what's lacking in the chorus is just the mix. I would have really liked to have that snare be a little bit more roomy and kind of explode.
Do you mean roomie or roomie?
Come on, man. Okay, so my approach was similar to Jonas's in a way where I wanted just classic instruments that could be in any era. Tried to keep it very minimalistic.
Just for a moment, I saw an end. Caught myself hoping to feel the same. But now the memories are flooding back, and this charade is fading to black. I'm growing attached to her. She's glowing like you were, but I can barely breathe, 'cause she could also leave. I know I can't trust again, messed up to just pretend. I know I can't believe, so I will have to leave.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of those vocal processing elements that you have going on.
Just for a moment.
And then I also love that guitar that comes in for the second half of the chorus.
Also leave. I know I can't trust again.
I think that's a great addition to kind of keep the structure and the dynamic flowing. However, all that I would love to see is something through like the verses happen maybe every 4 or 8 bars to kind of build that structure as well up until the chorus. But other than that, everything was great. All 3 of these songs were definitely very, very solid. You should all give yourselves a pat on the back.
Before Austin crowns the winner, click here for the last video in this series. Check out Austin's channel as well, Make Pop Music. Okay, Austin, who won?
I think you all crushed it, but I do have a winner. The winner was kind of classic and could have been made 30 years ago or yesterday, and it's something that I would personally listen to a lot. I'm gonna have to go with Jonas as the winner of today's challenge.
Yes! Finally!
Jonas's first win, everybody!
Yeah. You all suck!